Hanzilla here. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a great 2022. Today's video is a different style video. Instead of my normal no talking, we're actually doing a no playing video. So just talking only. So if that's not your speed, maybe check out some of my other videos. But yeah, so what we're going to talk about today is 2023 goals. So that's what I'm talking about today. I've been doing music for a while. I've been releasing stuff since 2014, but been playing since I was a kid. But when I say I've been playing a long time, it's like enough to like write things. I've kind of been a jack of all trades with instruments, but never mastered anything really, and just kind of know enough to write on certain things. So the point of today is just to kind of one of the few things is to throw my goals out there into the universe, show how I'm going about it for the year. So maybe it helps somebody out there. I hope it does. And then just get it going, and then maybe at the end of 2023 we kind of revisit it and see how it went. So let's go check it out and get it going. Before we get going on the video, just wanted to throw a few things out for the channel. So if you like what you see, or if you like some of my jams, please subscribe and like the video, share your thoughts. It's always super fun to see what people are saying. I love responding to everybody that interacts with the video. And I really appreciate the support. And I have an affiliate link with Perfect Circuit, which is a great local synth shop out here, and they do online ordering everywhere. But if you click the link here, and then you end up buying within, whether it's like a cable or a small pedal or something like that, it goes to support this channel. So thanks for your support, and let's talk goals. So for 2023, this is something I haven't really done with music. So I'm actually going to have a goal in place that I've committed to, and then some tactics and stuff that I'm going to be going about to try to make it happen. So I have it on this card. It's like my cheat sheet for this video. And I've made it small and bought like a little laminating kit on Amazon. And I got this tactic from somebody that mentors me in my day job. Because I have, a certain set of goals and stuff like that for what I do for a living. So I thought it'd be very good to apply it to my music, to this YouTube channel and that sort of thing. And so here we are. So basically how it breaks down is I have one like primary goal for the year, and then 3 categories. And then within those 3 categories, there's like 5 very actionable things to do within those, whether it's like stuff weekly or monthly and that sort of thing, but things that I can like tangibly do and be working on regularly in order to get to that bigger goal. So for 2023, my goal when it pertains to music is and I have it kind of in an objective, how do you say it? An objective type of framing. So basically, I will earn $100 a month from music by the end of 2023. And so my goal, how I came up with it, I didn't do something crazy grand, and I didn't do anything like that. And it might sound cheesy that I'm kind of putting dollars to something that's so art based, but to me it kind of like is a challenge, is a goal. And you know what? As you see with my gear, like I'm spending a lot to do this, and I thought it'd be cool, like, okay, what's it going to take to get some revenue in, and help fund gear and stuff like that. Because by no means is that like anything crazy, and to me that's something cool. That's like a challenge. Like if I could see that kind of return from it, even if I'm spending way more than that, I think it's just something that challenges me, and that's what it's all about, right? Like it's making great music, making great content for you. And for me, and just having a blast, and the financial, not little financial stuff that could potentially come in is just an added bonus, and it's great. And I'm not gonna lie, like if I could do this full time, um, and make enough to make a living, especially living in Los Angeles, where it's a very expensive place to live. Heck yeah, I would love to get it going. But to me, like I can get daunted by like a big, gigantic, hairy goal. So for me, this is like something modest to do for 2023, and if I hit it, I'm gonna be very proud. So. Yeah, it's done with support by people like you. So thank you for checking this out, and I hope this transparency helps somebody out there. So first up, like I said, I have my big goal that I had just talked about, and then I have my 3 different categories. So my first category is going to be, I expect to reach 5,000 YouTube subscribers by the end of 2023. So that is a big lofty goal. As I sit here right now in front of you, I've been doing this channel like regularly since August of 2022, and I've gotten up to 166 subscribers so far. Super thankful. I'm really appreciative of anybody who jumps on and checks the stuff out, even if it's for like 30 seconds, likes the content. It's been really fun. You get some rude stuff that pops in every once in a while. I mean, it's no secret. I'm not like a keyboard shredder or anything. So, I'm just trying to do a great channel that like documents me as I learn the synthesis, learn keyboard playing, that kind of stuff to grow. So, I'm really having a blast with just the small contingent of people that I have watching now, but I think it'd be cool to really grow that. So that's my goal. So within that goal, my first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make and release 2 YouTube videos per week. So I actually saw this a while back. It was somebody was talking about it, and that's Andrew Wong, who has a huge following. I'm sure anybody who's watching this channel probably knows who that is. And he talked about when he first started, which was, I think he says like almost 20 years ago or so. His goal was to make 2 videos a week. So that's my goal. I thought, I'm going to not necessarily be attached to any outcome, but just focus on that habit. And something with me that like I struggle with sometimes is like, if I'm doing something, trying to do it consistently, and I fall off just a smidge, I'm like, oh, forget it. Like I'm done. Like I can't, I messed up. It's done. Like my streak's over. I don't know if it's like just from growing up with video games and streaks and stuff, but anyhow, so my goal like is to do those 2 a week, and I know that sometimes I'm probably going to like have to drop to 1 if like something big is going on. For instance, right now for the holidays, I'm going to do 2 for this Christmas week and then 1 right before New Year's, so I am going to miss 1. But the goal is, as long as I'm doing 2 videos a week most of the time, or almost all the time, and if I slip up every once in a while, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. So that's like something that I have to focus on within myself, but that's my goal. Second one under the YouTube umbrella is I'm going to create general content Monday through Friday. So because I can't do it every day, it's too tough, but I'm just going to do general content, including previews of the bigger videos that I do, and other small content of just jamming for like social media. So for YouTube Shorts, for Instagram Reels, and TikTok. I know it's like some people hate on that, but once you get that algorithm right to what you prefer, it's actually a really cool platform. So love it or hate it, like that's what I'm doing, because I figure, the more eyes I get on stuff and the more I share what I love, like it's gonna have more fun and hopefully get more people over here. And then third is I'm going to find 1 synthesizer event in 2023 attend besides my own synth club. So being out in Los Angeles, I just started a few months ago what's called the LA Synth Club. It's where people come to Common Space Brewery in Hawthorne, which is a neighborhood just south of LA, and people get together. They bring synthesizers, or if people aren't that or are that new to synthesis, they like will just come and check it out. We've got a few mixers set up, and people just hang out, talk about synths. Sometimes like somebody presents like one of theirs that they have, like one person will showcase that, and then do a jam. But yeah, so that's an event I already do. And then so the goal is I'd love to attend some other kind of synth event out there. I know there's Super Booth, and then there's like a few other ones that I know are out there. I don't know how to go about it, but that's part of my goal, so I'm gonna have to figure it out. And so the goal being just to kind of be immersed more in this stuff and learn from people and go from there. So fourth up under the YouTube umbrella is going to be adding 2 more affiliate links to YouTube, one for each half of 2023. So ultimately, by the end of this year or this upcoming year, I hopefully have 3 affiliate links in my descriptions when I put out content. So yeah, I know, like, you know, some people hate on that kind of stuff, but it's non-intrusive, and it's a way of, like, if you enjoy my content, to just potentially help out. So Perfect Circuit is a great option, but if there's a few other ones that people can check out they prefer, maybe I gotta look into Reverb or something like that. Just a few more ways to kind of help support the channel, help keep me going. Because like I said, like, I have a hobby, it's super expensive, and trying to find ways to support it. And then lastly, under the YouTube umbrella, I'm going to watch a video a day of other people's stuff, and probably like and comment on that thing. Not probably, I'm going to watch something and interact with that video. So and this comes, like, I know it sounds like kind of contrived a little bit, but it's coming from a good place because I already do this anyway, but I want to make sure that I'm like purposefully doing it. Like most importantly, because I'm gonna, it'll probably make other creators feel great, and it's always feels good, I imagine, for people to have others interacting with their content. So that's my goal. But then also, maybe I add some input that other people like, and it kind of directs people to my channel. I mean, obviously, like, that's not like, I mean, it is like possibly like a reason why I'm doing it, but it's not the primary reason. So it's just like a tactic of trying to tie in purposefully, like something that I'm doing already, in order to help the channel, but also, just, get some other positivity out there. So yeah, that's my YouTube tactic. That was one with the 5, one category with the 5 things. And that's what I'm be working on, trying to get this channel going, and stick around. We're going to do the second one. Okay, next up, the next category is probably I'd say my most daunting one. The one that I'm kind of like, not necessarily worried about, but I'm just like, oh, because I've been releasing music for a long time now, but it's been so daunting to me just because, like, it's, the writing part is, it's the creative, and like, I know a lot of people are very prolific, and some people aren't. Some people struggle like me. And for me, my problem has always been either finding time to do it, especially now. I have one kid and another on the way, and it makes me super happy. It's such a great thing. But at the same time, like, I have time to devote to family. I have time that I need to devote to work. So, and then now I'm doing a YouTube channel, and I'm doing and I'm recording music. So this is why I say this is the most daunting for me, because I've gone a couple years without releasing, and to be honest, there's been a couple times over the years where I thought, like, I'm not doing anything with this, I might as well just quit. I know it sounds like very dramatic and stuff like that, but it has crossed my mind out there. And so, this last year I've done a lot more, and hopefully maybe that inspires somebody that, like, I even almost quit at some point. So number 2 is I will get 100, or excuse me, I will achieve 1,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. So I'm at like around like 30 something. So it's a big jump from 30 something to 1,000. But I think what's going to be big on this is actually releasing stuff. Prior to 2022, I don't think I released anything in 2021, maybe one thing. I can't even remember at this point. But I released a whopping 3 songs this year. And with that, and just getting on a playlist, I think I'm at like, almost 40 listeners per month on Spotify. So I know for this one, it's going to be, actually writing and recording some songs. So it's a daunting task, but here's why I have a few tactics to get it going. Number one, I'm going to spend 1 3-hour block per week working on music releases for periodic single releases. So basically what that means is I'm just going to allocate the time. I'm going to find a 3-hour block, or if I do have to break it up just to get it done, a few hours a week to work on tracks. And for me, that means, this last week, sometimes it was late at night working on things. And I've already got a song ready to go. And, that's how I'm going to do it. For me, I think releasing like a full-on album is just going to be too impractical. So I'm just going to release stuff and kind of group it as it comes out. So number 2 is I will release 2 song blocks bi-monthly. And this is actually, this is kind of going with what I was saying. They will be either part of volumes, standalone, or a part of greater concept albums that will grow. So I'm always thinking of like concept pieces for like work I do. I've done Aerospace Age Warriors, which is about an attack on Earth, and then going out there and finding out the horrors of war, or the horrors of galactic war. And then I've done, which I didn't really do the full release, but I worked on a project called Cloak, and that was about life, death, AI, and reincarnation. That's another one. And then I've had a few other ones. So basically what it's going to do is if I come up with another concept, I still might just release those things one at a time and lump them into a particular concept. Or if it's just like a one-off song that I created that like I think will sound cool grouped with other stuff, I'll just release it in what I call volumes. So that's my plan. It's just a workaround for me, and maybe a cop-out because I'm not doing albums, but I just have a hard time finding the time. So that's how I'm going to do it. Third tactic for trying to get to 1,000 monthly listeners is schedule a performance stream every other month. So I'm still looking into this because I think YouTube does live streaming, but I'm going to either do it on Twitch or here, and basically I'm gonna just play some of my music. So and I even have a caveat on here. Start with even just one song and build a set off of it. So come January, February, like I'm going to perform, and it might just be like a 5-minute set, but I just want to get started with something. Like I think the big thing for me in 2023 is just doing. Actually, that was 2022 because I really started to kind of kick off. Like I was doing Twitch early on in the year. I'm doing what I do now with YouTube, and then I released some songs, and it's a lot compared to what I had done in the previous years. So then the fourth thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pitch all my releases on Submit Hub to at least 10 playlists or curators or whatever you call the little things that are on Submit Hub. So if you don't know what Submit Hub is, it's a place where you can go and submit your music, and people will tell you if they're willing to put it on a playlist or not. For my release that I just did, Van 1977 Part 2, I had submitted the song The Voyage on there and got a couple hits. So I think that's why I actually have finally double-digit followers. So, but a note on Submit Hub is like, it's really cool, and I know some people get mad because sometimes they go on there and they get rejected. Trust me, I've been rejected tons of times. But it's kind of neat to hear because some people will tell you like they wish that you did like certain things with your songs. And I like to see the feedback, but also think it's kind of like take it with a grain of salt because like, they might be telling you what they think is going to be good because it's going to be maybe catchy and stuff like that. My thought is like, your music is yours, right? Like, and you got to be careful about doing what is like kind of the trend and stuff like that. So just do your art. This is coming from a guy with, I mean, take it for what it's worth, because this is a guy with 100 something YouTube subscribers and 30 something Spotify listeners. But basically, like, I'm just telling you, like, do you like trust in your art, because like it's yours, and it's unique to you, and people are going to like it. So, and then the last one that comes under that umbrella is going to be my merch. So basically, I'm going to refresh Hanzilla merch twice in 2023, include one physical release with merch per year. So basically, I'm committing to Hanzilla is going to, and I'm talking about myself in third person here. I'm going to release like one of my releases is going to be physical. So I'm going to do some kind of physical release with it. So keep an eye out for that. And then I'm going to, I'll have, like, I have merch that's on, that's out there, and I'm going to refresh it a couple times this year. So just so there's cool stuff coming out. And, if you support the channel or you like my music, please pick that up. All right, last up on the on my 3 categories here is I will improve my musical skill and synthesizer knowledge. So this pertains to this channel, because like on this channel, or just not even going past this channel, like this, like YouTube in general is full of just really talented creators out there that are just insane experts that, spend who knows how much time like diving into like manuals of gear, and like giving incredible tutorials, or just talking about like synthesizer concepts, or just doing demos that are just killer. Like they're so good, and they're so good at keys and like the synth and doing really good demos there. And my stuff, I'll admit, like I'm learning. Like that's what this channel is all about, is like me kind of just doing synthesizer discoveries, but just having fun. Like that's what it's all about. I love this stuff, and I want to share that with you. And I want you to see somebody that did kind of start off like kind of basic, and see where it goes from there. So so with that in mind, my goal, if I hadn't said it already, because I'm kind of rambling on here, is I will improve my musical skill and synthesizer knowledge. So that I can improve. And that's, like I said, that is what this channel is all about. So tactic 1 is I will practice piano 30 minutes a day, Monday through Friday. Once my kids are either off to daycare or in bed or something. So I've been pretty good about this lately. I've been kind of dividing up my key playing into practicing scales to a metronome, and just doing different variations of that, along with learning different songs. I'm learning the German national anthem right now, since my mom's German, and it was just World Cup. So, even though they got kicked out real quick there, but just a fun little thing I learned. I learned like the Tetris theme recently. So just going through and improving on the keys. So that way the demos that I do for different synthesizers will become more robust. I'll be able to show more with my chops. I mean, I don't think I need to become like a keyboard virtuoso by any means, but it'll just be nice to kind of navigate through the keys a little bit better. I do feel pretty confident in my ability to like modulate and stuff like that, and just kind of adjust parameters and everything. But definitely the key playing will help with those demos. Number 2, and I'm just realizing now that with this one that like I'm kind of not copying out, but it kind of ties into another one, is I'm going to watch a YouTube video per day of just like a synth concept, whether that's like, even if I already know it, like watching somebody else's video about filter envelopes, and seeing what their take is on it, and seeing if they apply, anything of that concept that's different that I might be able to kind of learn from. So just watching other stuff to learn. So if you're making content out there, I'm probably going to watch your stuff. So I appreciate it. And then number 3, I'm going to start a patch journal. So basically, what that is I'm always I love one of my favorite things to do is just kind of love and sit down and just tweak a synth and see what I come up with. So once I once I once I create something, I'm gonna document how I came up with it, almost like a cookbook, if you will. Uh, it's funny as I say that like cookbook, but I know like this is something that people refer to when it comes to patch creation, and I just found out today after looking up online that there is a book called the cookbook. So I do want to caveat there that like I did not come up with that term. I did not think I came up with that term. It just popped in my head, um, and it's out there already. And then fourth one is I'm gonna try to find some kind of course or something just to like get better. I don't know what this entails yet, but I'm gonna take one music class, synth or anything in any kind of format sometime this year. So I don't know what that entails yet. I don't know if I'm gonna go sit down at a local school out here, if I'm gonna take something online, just something that like that. I don't know whether it's going to be something within synthesis or something like that, just to kind of continue to learn. So once I figure out what that is, maybe I'll share it. So and then lastly, of everything that we've talked about today, the final tactic that I'm going to work on is I'm going to look for 5 similar artists a month to follow, and just seeing what they're doing um, to be successful. And I mean that on like every kind of scale there is. So some people that I already admire right now is the artist Ether Diver, who's on Twitter and always just posting great thoughts and just being very genuine with how they feel about things and how they interact with others. And you can tell that like their genuine demeanor garners them fans, and it's really admirable to see. um, another artist I really admire out there is Bad Guys Get Dead, who does a lot of really cool visual content. Is really good at like just having like just a few pieces of gear or VSTs and just really diving into that. So that's something that I really admire about them. And then another great example, third example, would be Alpha Chrome Yayo. So if you don't know who Alpha Chrome Yayo is, it's just the most positive guy that creates such a great vibe on any kind of online channel that they're on, and he's just so prolific. So he comes up with like the coolest like concepts for albums. Whether it's about baths, about golf, just wacky stuff that's not tied to any genre, and he just seems like the coolest guy. Um, so yeah, those are like I want to find more people like that just to kind of see what they're doing, not necessarily to rip them off because I'm going to be my own style, but I just want to kind of see what people are doing to get out there and really showcase their artwork. So boom, there you have it. It's out there. For 2023, I'm Hanzilla. I'm looking to earn $100 a month in music doing by focusing on those 3 categories. That's my YouTube channel, my music releases, and just improving my overall knowledge within the synthesizer and music realm. And I have my little card here that I've been cheating from, and because my memory is like a goldfish and I can get so caught up within the day, I have this laminated so that way I have it nice in my pocket, so I'm always leaving it with my wallet, and so that way I can constantly refer to it. So that's why I have it. So thanks for tuning into my 2023 developmental journey here, and seeing my vulnerability with putting this stuff out there. If you love this channel, like I always say, I do way more no talking stuff than anything. So if you want to just see jams on random gear, please subscribe, please share with anybody that you know that would like this. And yeah, hope to see you around in 2023, and I hope this helps somebody out there, and you have an incredible year as well.
Thanks.